is actually down there getting Dustin ready for that fight. Is Travis Brown still in Edmonds' camp?
I don't know.
I
assume so.
Yeah, I assume so,
Has
too.
anybody heard from Ronda, or has she still been radio silent?
She posted a inspirational quote
Harry
on
Potter
Instagram.
quote, right?
Yeah, which is awesome. Was it a Harry Potter quote? J.K. Rowling, is that what it was? Yeah, a J.K. Rowling's quote, which is...
Even rock bottom has a wiggle room. That's a quote from what's his name? What's our boy?
That's a great quote. Even rock bottom has wiggle room. That's hilarious.
What's our boy? Dom
Herrera.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's who said. We were at dinner the other night.
We had dinner. That was when I was texting you.
He said, even rock bottom has wiggle room, son. I went, that's fucking hilarious.
Hey, you got to start coming out to dinner. We were at Bianconi, the
mouth.
best restaurant on the planet.
Stop with all
Brian
this.
goes there every night.
You need
though.
to come. It's the best restaurant.
Wait, listen,
Bianconi.
I go home, I get some sleep,
Yeah,
and
like
I go
go
work
home.
out in the morning.
Look at me. You can come hang and have an amazing meal for an
Or I
hour
can
with
go
us.
I'm with
home.
Joe on this
Or I
one.
can go home and go to sleep.
It's unbelievable.
You're going out on a Thursday night at midnight.
So what? I was
going to
not.
dinner.
I was out at 11.
Yeah,
You could have come out.
every night.
Well, I was doing sets every night.
I get up in the morning, buddy. I work
Yeah,
out.
I don't like my mornings to be fucked, man.
I
Gotta
go to
get
yoga.
sleep.
I like to go to
Whatever.
yoga in the
Just come out
morning.
to dinner once in a while.
I actually do go to yoga. I know you say you do, but I really do.
You do, huh?
I really
You go
do.
to
I
class.
see. I see. Yeah, your girl posts on your yoga teacher. You guys take pictures and shit with your shirt off, right? It's on
My
the
shirt off?
popular page
Trying to
usually.
look jacked.
She looks like a.
Joe's
like she's
super
good yoga.
flexible, so.
I think that yoga is one of the most important things I've done over the past few years. I really do. It's making a giant difference. I try to do it 3 times a week now.
Giant difference
trying to
in
do,
regards to what?
The way I feel. Relaxation, flexibility. I'm back to a full split with no strain at all. I can just drop
Are
right
you doing
now.
hot yoga?
Yes.
That shit stresses me out, man.
It's
It's
hard
not
to
very
do.
relaxing.
It's not relaxing. It's brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal.
When you're done,
I mean,
though,
I
you
like
feel
it.
great.
Yeah.
My favorite
I can't stop
thing right
sweating.
now is to fucking torture myself for 90 minutes, hot yoga, and then go right into a cold shower. Because right now it's
nice.
January, so the water's really fucking cold. So you're going there, you're hurting, like barely getting through. Like the last 10 minutes of a hot yoga class.
You doing
is just,
Bikram?
Yeah, like you barely can make it through.
It's
The
so
place is
intense.
packed. Oh,
you
super
ever
intense.
fucked up and thought it was 60, but it was 90? It'll ruin your fucking week.
Yeah, I haven't.
Where
but
you're
I
like,
know what you
dear
mean.
God, 45 minutes, let's go. 15. Oh, dude.
Meanwhile, it's another half an hour.
Dude.
Yeah.
I took some great.
I love it.
LA.
Cody, what is this Cody Garbrandt? Is it the snakes? Oh, wow. Who made that? Oh,
God,
man.
dog,
That's
sick. He should
That's
sell
rough.
those for shirts.
Oh my
Fuck your
God.
Reebok money.
Sell posters.
Shirts all
Do you know who?
day.
Do you know who that's signifying? You know what? God, everybody, come on, guys.
Medusa.
Medusa.
Damn right, Medusa. And what
Hey, but
happens
what's
when you
fucked-
stare at Medusa?
She turns you to stone.
Yes.
What's fucked up, man, is that
Hey,
Conor
bro, no more
McGregor is the
easy
one.
questions.
Conor McGregor called him a snake, and it's never let off. Never.
Ever.
Conor says he's a fucking snake, and everybody was like, "What?" Stamp, snakey. They just stamped his forehead with
But there's
that
nothing.
stamp.
There's nothing about TJ that made no sense
Well,
when I heard him
because he
say
left
that.
the
Because
camp.
he left.
Oh.
It
Team
does
Alpha
be.
Male was his brothers, and he left that camp,
That's why
and he
they're
went
saying
with
he's a
Dwayne
snake.
Ludwig, and he went to Muscle Farm, and they were like, "Fuck you," you know.
okay.
Look, they needed and then
They needed a bad
they
guy.
knew at that point. Well, it's not. Listen, his loyalty was to his own future, and he felt like his best chance to get better was not with Team Alpha Male.
Clearly,
and he was
clearly
right.
the right choice
Yeah,
for
he
a
was right.
champion when
His,
he leaves.
he
For him.
felt like and he felt like his choice was to go with Dwayne Ludwig because he felt like Dwayne Ludwig had a bond with him and a deep pool of knowledge, and together they gelled well.
And he was
It was the right move.
Right, it was the right move for him, maybe.
What do you mean,
Man, it's
maybe?
because
Became world champ.
yeah, but how close was he really to those guys? See, here's the thing, man. It's like how you can't work this out. There's not a way to work it out where you're still with Team Alpha
tried.
Male. I don't know. Listen, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm a huge
No, because
Dwayne
for a
fan.
while he would go back to Alpha Male and
Yes.
then go to Dwayne.
I'm a huge Dwayne fan, and I'm a huge TJ fan, but I'm also a huge Alpha Male fan, and I'm also a huge fan of loyalty.
It's also
So,
not a team sport, though.
It's not a team sport, and that's where it gets weird.
Super weird.
Super weird. I mean, if there's another guy that's in 135 like Cody, who's coming up hot.
And clearly coming up.
Hot, knocking everybody dead, smashing Thomas Almeida, knocking on the door, and then winds up winning the title in his first attempt. The first guy to fucking beat the shit out of Dominic Cruz like that. I mean, the only guy that beat Dominic Cruz before was Uriah, and Uriah caught him in a guillotine.
I would
he
say,
didn't beat the
I would
shit
say
out
with
of him.
MMA,
Just
No,
caught
just
him.
caught him.
I would say at that weight class, with MMA being, with the margin for error, if your priority is loyalty, which I'm a huge fan of loyalty, over
Improvement.
guru that could improve and change your style, then you're gonna get left behind. There's no mercy in this sport.
You're right. No, you're
There's
right.
no mercy.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. I'm not arguing with you.
And
Don't say no mercy again, though.
I like saying it.
Did you
It just
say No
sounds
Mercy?
dramatic.
Is that a movie?
So dramatic.
There is no
You
mercy.
said it twice,
You're
though.
100%
But there's no
right.
mercy.
But there's also like brotherhood and friendship, and I feel like there's almost always a way to do things different. And I don't know if they did the right thing. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
Right.
But here's my point.
Results are
It's fascinating in terms of the matchup now. And now that they're I think it's a giant move to do that on The Ultimate Fighter. It's fucking huge because it might be the one thing that gets a lot of hardcore fans.
even though they're cutting the budget.
Are they cutting the budget? How do you know this? Are you deep
I
inside?
just know.
On the Ultimate Fighter, they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're cutting the budget. How so? Like,
Correct.
who are they not paying as much?
There's the whole production thing because the UFC used to do it. Now they're going to outsource.
Well, it might be better. I mean,
It could be better.
get people who are trying to make a name for themselves. You fucking never know, man.
All I know is lately when they do the matchups from the Ultimate Fighter, usually it doesn't build it for me as much.
Tell you what, man, not a whole lot of shit makes me feel bad. These goddamn poverty commercials, they make me feel worse than anything in the world.
You know what?
I see people like little kids
I
cooking,
agree. If
cooking
they show
food and they don't
kids,
have any
or you know
food.
what fucks me up even more? When they show the animals for whatever reason. Tugs at my heart more than humans.
Well, you got a problem. You should go to a doctor. Just, I'm a
When
fan
they
of
shows the
animals.
dog
I love
shaking and
animals.
shit, and the
I
cats
love them. I love
abused.
animals. I hate to see that. But I hate more to see little kids that don't have any
Oh,
food.
and you
It
got
makes me
Alanis
so
Morissette
sad.
singing behind it.
Yeah.
I know that's it. No, that's not.
Yeah, and I just start
that's
dishing
Sarah
money.
McLachlan.
Same shit.
Guys,
10 for you,
guys,
10 for you, 10
That's
for
Sarah
you.
Who did you
McLachlan.
say?
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette.
What does she sing?
Well, it's girls with great
isn't
voices
it
that Brian
ironic?
Callen would fuck.
Don't you think?
I put him in that category.
Girls who are just really kind
Girls
of
who
rooted.
Brian Callen would have like a 6-month intense relationship with before she fucking changed her number and kicked him out.
Earth mothers who are really grounded. And just,
Earth mothers.
Yeah.
Earth mothers.
Oh,
women.
Sarah, you're saying Sarah McLachlan sings that, right?
Yeah.
Did you say that already?
Arms of an angel.
God, they get my
She'd
fucking
have
money.
like little beads around her ankle with like some string, some twine,
Yes.
some hemp twine.
I was driving
Just
down.
some good
beads.
red flags.